Welcome y bienvenidos to Ahora Cuéntame.
The show where we talk about this, that, and everything in between.
In a way that we hope will make you laugh, cry, or at least want to keep listening. I'm Alex, and this is my co-host Saul.
Hello.
Due to some scheduling issues, Emmy couldn't make it with us today, but taking her spot for this week's podcast is our friend Rosy.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
¿Qué onda,
How are you?
vatos?
How are you, friend?
Oh, here chilling. Gonna make some people laugh.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm
I'm
excited
gonna
for
make
this
them cry.
episode.
Okay, well, you
Oh.
make them cry, I'll make them laugh, and Alex can do everything in between.
Happy Hispanic Heritage Month to all our lovely listeners. Feliz mes de la herencia hispana to everybody who's listening out there. We're
If you're not
definitely a
Hispanic
beautiful
and
race.
you want to be Hispanic, just be Hispanic. Okay.
And you're invited to la carne asada.
Yes.
Yes. I actually
Pero
have a
también tienen que
few.
ayudar a hacer tamales, no nomás a la carne asada.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah, or
It's actually very, very true.
o te traes unas chedas.
Tequila, please.
So shout out to Costa Rica, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Mexico, Chile for celebrating their independence this month. Shout out to you guys. Beautiful people, beautiful countries.
Is it just those
Period.
countries?
There might be more, but those are the ones that I have listed.
I don't know. I've never really looked at
So
like
shout out,
all
but
of
shout
them.
out to everybody. Shout out to Colombia,
Yeah.
shout out to Venezuela, shout out to Peru, shout out to Bolivia, Argentina,
Shout out to
Panama.
everybody celebrating their country this month.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. Felicidades. Les ganamos a los gringos.
Pero no, pues no les ganamos tanto.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, we still have
Ya
a
les
lot of work.
ganamos muy tarde.
But we're making progress. At least here in the States, there's roughly around 63.6 million Hispanics. 63.6 million. Which equals to, I believe, 20%.
Yeah.
Close to 20% of the country's population. Most of them live in California, Texas, and Florida, which makes perfect sense. And roughly 13% of all people in the country are speaking Spanish by the age of 5. 13%.
Period.
Yeah. Approximately 7% of business owners are Hispanic. Roughly 16% of that 7% are construction businesses, which makes perfect sense. About 13% of that 7% accommodate to food services and hotels, and approximately 12% of that 7% are businesses aiding to engineering, medicine, vet tech, accounting, etc. So we're making it work, guys.
Always have, always will.
Yeah, estamos dejando nuestra huellita.
Huellota.
Yeah,
Mhm.
well,
Yeah.
you know,
Big ass thumb.
hey, they love to hate us. They love to fucking hate us, but
because they ain't us.
este sazón no lo tiene nadie más. Nadie más. So shout out to everybody on being sazonado and
Tell us where you're from. Drop it.
Yeah,
right
drop
now.
the flag. Drop the un plato típico.
ooh, yes. Let us know what your favorite foods are. Mine, hands down, pupusas. I love pupusas. I love
Agreed,
tacos.
yeah.
I love pozole, verde and rojo. Sign me up for anything, to be honest, except mole. I can't fuck with that. That's the only thing that I can't do, really. I'm sorry, Rosy. I don't like
That's
mole.
fine.
I know I've heard you make a bomb mole, but
I do.
But I can't put my head around
That's
chocolate
fine.
and
As long
chicken.
as As long
I
as you
respect
give
it though,
me, as
and
long
there's
as
more
you
for you to
give
eat.
me pupusas de harina de arroz instead of
Ooh,
maseca,
yes,
then we
yes.
Gucci.
She knows. She knows. She really knows.
You thought I was
Rosie,
lying?
have you tried pupusas de Loroco?
No.
Nah, you're gonna
Oh
turn
my
her
god.
off.
What?
What?
Oh,
Saul,
Don't be
I hope they
speaking
beat
for
your
me.
ass. I hope they beat your ass when you fucking fly to El Salvador next month. Say that shit over there. I swear to God. Say that shit over there. I dare
I
you.
think no. I feel like people aren't scared to admit that anymore.
That's what you think.
I'm not
That's what
gonna
you
I'm not
think.
gonna keep pretending. I don't like pupusa de loco. Like
Ain't no fucking way. Oh my god, just the smell. Automatic boing. Also, you have to try them someday. They're really good. I promise you.
Oh, it's just cheese and a flour.
Yeah, it's literally a flower, and Saul wants to be a baby about it.
I mean
I mean,
Go figure.
I'll
isn't
eat
that
it.
like the? It looks like the flor de calabaza.
Algo así. Y también hacen pupusas de flor de calabaza, which are equally as good.
Okay.
We also have pupusas de pepesca. Saul, are you familiar with those?
No,
Do you not know what pepescas are?
I'm looking it up right now.
Pepescas fish, little tiny
Oh,
fish.
oh,
Do you deep fry it?
Se pueden fritar, yes. Normalmente solo se limpian, like son pepesquitas chiquitas. Y solo you just literally clean them with head and all. You just throw them in there,
We call
bone and
them
all.
charales,
Okay, okay, so maybe it is charales. Maybe it is.
but I don't I think honestly low key like I don't think they're even cleaned. Like they're just deep fried, and then you just eat them with
Mm,
some
okay, so it's not
chile.
those. It's not the ones that look like tadpoles. If you're
Ah,
thinking about
okay,
those, son más anchitas, un poquito más gruesecitas.
okay.
Están como el tamaño de un Laffy Taffy. Imagine like a Laffy Taffy or like a Kit Kat. That type of fish. Silver. Um, they smell really good, honestly. People eat them with huevito, así fritas, like you said, tostaditas, like en la brasa. And a lot of people do eat them in pupusas. At least where I'm from. Um, Saúl es del otro lado del oriente, so um, they might be a little bit different.
I mean I've never had them.
Definitely give it
So
a try.
yeah,
I mean, you said you were just eating tilapia, so maybe you're not that like tal vez te gusta if you eat fish.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. It's worth a try. You know, it's the land of the
yeah.
pupusa.
Try
What
everything
aren't they gonna
once.
What
Try
aren't they
everything
gonna put in a
once. Yeah,
pupusa?
I
You
want
know?
a dessert pupusa with like chocolate and I don't know.
Mm,
I lost my train of thought.
that sounds really
Dessert
good.
pupusas.
Like no hacen pupusas de dulce the way they do like tamales de dulce.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
If
Oh.
that's what you're thinking by dessert.
Somebody's gonna like take my idea.
Fuck.
Trademark. We
Trademark
trademarked it
that shit
yet
right now.
Yeah.
right now. Put in the
Or
request.
you could just bleep it out and
You know
we'll
what's
know what we're
last
Nah,
talking
time I
nah,
about.
fucking
nah.
decided to bleep some shit out, this bitch deciphered it the fucking second I said it. FBI over here.
That's me.
Um, ¿Qué les iba a decir?
Otra mentira. Ah.
No. Talking about the pupusas, yeah, like hacen tamales de dulce, right, Rosy?
Ujú.
Yeah. Hmm.
De piña, de elote, de
Elote is good. Tamales de elote are good. I fuck with those. Un poquito de crema. I really
honestly though,
do.
but if they're gonna make a tamal de elote, the texture has to be right. Like it has to fucking
Hmm.
melt in your mouth.
Okay, so
If
you
it ain't
like
melting
that.
in my
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
mouth,
yeah. I know what
then
you're
it
talking
ain't
about.
made right. I'm
You don't
sorry.
like the fibery one that's like
No. It has to have the right, and when it's not a
Honestly,
dulce tamal, it has to have the right ratio of meat to masa. I don't care what
uh,
Mm.
nobody says. I'm eating the tamal
That's
for
how I
the.
feel about pupusas. The like it
Mm-hmm.
has the filling has to be all around. It can't just be in the middle, or I get really upset.
Yep.
And I can eat curtido on its own, by the way. I don't know if Saul can, but I can eat that shit on its own.
I can eat it on its own, but I won't eat it from anywhere. You gotta watch when you eat that. You can't just like eat anybody's curtido.
Yeah, that shit might fuck you up.
Yeah.
Dude,
Not
I'm
wrong.
scared of eating curtido.
Yeah.
I'm actually scared to try people's curtido because it just freaks me out.
Well, the thing is, typically, I don't know how Saul's mom does it, but like my mom lets it sit for days.
Yep.
Right.
Like
You
that's
have
So
to,
literally what
yeah.
that's literally what the
Yeah.
term curtir means.
Yeah.
yeah, you're letting it
You
ferment,
know?
kind of like when they make kimchi,
Yep,
no?
exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. It's
And that's like,
exactly like
I mean,
kimchi.
that's not even, and I mean, yes, I mean, you can mess that up.
Oh
But
yeah.
that's not really, I think, what I worry about. It's more like the street vendors or something where it's like, oh, that it's been out
Mm,
like in the open for like an entire day or something. And
mhm.
then you're going there at night. And then again, not saying that every vendor is going to be like that, right? I mean, you could have that at a restaurant too. I
Yeah.
mean, there's restaurants that don't follow food safety guidelines. But yeah, that's one thing that like I can live without it if if it'll help me sleep at night, knowing that I didn't eat that and I'm, my stomach's not rumbling in the middle of the night. Like I'm perfectly fine eating a pupusa with no curtido. Um, if it means I can
I
sleep at night.
can't. I feel like it's naked.
I mean, you're right, but just that's when the salsa, you just bathe it in salsa.
So do you put
I
sour cream on the, would you put sour cream on
No,
top of a pupusa?
no.
mm-mm.
Okay. So it's just the curtido and the salsa.
Yeah. And
Yes.
nothing goes on top of it. You just grab it with your deditos and you pinch and pinch. Pinch and dip.
Oh, I thought we
Pinch the
used a
curtido.
fork.
Oh, absolutely not. And I
I'm
apologize to all my
joking.
selfies who are listening with this comment that you just made. Like
It's a
everybody in El
joke,
Salvador just gasped.
sir.
It's a no no.
There are people who eat pizza with forks.
Yeah, I think
That's crazy. That's crazy because I like the sabor on my fingers.
No, I mean I wouldn't eat a pupusa with a fork. I was trying to be funny, Alex. Relax.
um, you know what's funny? Speaking about pupusas,
What?
they fucking sell them frozen now
Yeah, but they're not good.
at Costco and shit, and I refuse to fucking buy them. Why?
Well, I'm telling you,
Because
don't buy them because I already tried them.
my little entrepreneur heart that had a dream to one day go to Shark Tank was like, when I have the money and the idea, I'm gonna take these to the fucking sharks. This idea of frozen pupusas. But Goya already fucking beat me to it. I think it's Goya.
No, it's Del Foods.
Del Foods.
Yeah, I think that's what they're called.
Fucking gross. I haven't even fucking even heard of them before. Salty as fuck. How dare they? It will never be the same. Never, ever, ever.
Oh,
Um.
Del Real Foods. That's what they're called.
Oh, Del Rio Foods. I have heard
No,
of them.
Del Real Foods. Del Rio.
Oh, Del Rio.
Yeah.
Oh, not Del Rio.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Funny enough, Saul, that you were talking about the curtido though, and how it sits at the sun, like from vendors and stuff. Were you referring to like here in the States or back at home?
I would say back in the mainly just because my sister and my stepdad have both gotten sick that way.
Pero sabes qué?
And yeah,
People over there have really strong stomachs.
that's what I was saying. It could be, and it's definitely because like there's a lot of things I won't try when I'm down there just because I know that I'm probably going to get sick. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm not going to be
Yeah.
drinking water from La Pila or
Yeah.
anything like that. We're
Mhm.
getting bottled water for me or something, or getting, the five
I
gallon
know.
jug of water and I'm drinking from that. Because, I mean, yeah, you'll get over it, but if I'm spending a week and a half there, I don't want to spend 3 days of it
Sick.
in the little in the little outhouse.
Yeah. In el hoyo
Yup,
at night.
en el mosquero,
Oh God. Rosie, can you
zancudos.
relate to anything that we're saying right now?
I mean, I would not drink water out of the pila, but then again, it's not. I mean, at least we're, in Mexico where we're from. It's the water from the pila is not really intended to be drank out of. I've never seen anybody really drink out
Mhm.
of it. You
And
would
I'd
just
say the
let the
same
water
thing for
run.
well, I guess, and I say that, but like how they'll have like a hose pouring into the pila, and I guess that hose that like wherever you're getting your water, whatever spring you're getting it
I
from.
know of places where people drink water straight out of the little pocito that they've like a little well that they've dug out at their in the back of their house.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, if you're
That's
used
how
to
they
it,
drink
it's
water.
no problem.
But
And I
then
mean,
again,
it's agua nacida, it's agua fresca. It's actually way
Yeah.
better for you, than what we drink. Because we drink out of plastic and all that shit that's in plastic. When that water is out in the sun, being packaged and shipped to wherever we are, all those chemicals are being released. So it's actually not any better.
and
But
I,
we're
I don't
just
even
used to.
think it's necessarily that it's safer. I feel
Yeah,
like I mean, it's bacteria that we probably should be drinking.
Yeah, like if anything, it'd
yeah,
be good for us to be exposed to it,
yeah,
but we don't have
Now
the
we're
time
just
to let it run through
now
our
we're just
bodies while we're
sick.
on vacation.
yeah.
Yeah. Because I
No,
mean, even
but
even if you go over there, I'm sure like, they're spreading pesticides on their crops and it's probably leaching into the water they
it
drink.
could,
So I mean,
it
it's like,
could. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's never going to be perfect. And that could very well be one reason why we get sick over there too. Maybe we're not used to that. There's a lot of um ifs, obviously, but
yeah. When I got back from El Salvador, yo pasé mal de la panza. I don't know if y'all remember for like 2 weeks. And Rosie would make fun of me, and she said she nicknamed me El Cagón for a hot minute.
El chorriento.
yeah,
But I mean, that's like a core memory. Like, you go back to the motherland, and it's like, you're gonna get
yeah.
sick.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, shit, I'd rather be in the motherland sick for a couple days and know that, I had my
Well, you know what's funny?
taquitos,
I didn't get
my
sick over there. I got sick here a week later.
well, there you go. Then it wasn't the motherland.
Well,
Yeah.
It
that's what
was
everybody says, but I'm like, it has to be.
it was the detox. You detoxed in Salvador, and then you came back, and they're like,
To this
Yeah.
shithole of a
they're
Yeah.
fucking
like,
Back to
country.
oh,
your
bitch, now you're feeding me all these
back to
fucking.
your what do you eat all the time? Is there some no, maybe I'm
Bro, fucking snack bars, fucking
Su lechuga.
processed fucking
yeah.
cereal, fucking a lot of fucking fried food, nothing natural que está recién cosechado the way they do it over there.
Yep.
Say, I can't wait to go back.
To Mexico?
Mm-hmm. Tomarme mi agua de horchata, the Mexican one, aka the best one. Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
Don't
said
get me
it.
fucking started,
I
bitch.
said
Don't
it,
fucking get me
bitch.
started.
I fucking said it.
Bitch, the audacity you have to fucking
The
say that in front of two
audacity.
Salvadoreños. Sit the fuck down.
I am sitting down, bitch. Stand up. Do something about it.
Oh
Exactly.
my god. No. And
Comment
you know
your
what's
favorite horchata. Shut the fuck up, Alex. Comment your favorite horchata down below. Is it the Salvadoreña or the Mexicana one? Let these bitches know what's up.
all the fucking people that are listening are mostly Mexican. It's pretty
Yeah.
biased.
Sounds like a personal problem to me.
We need
Sounds
to
like an invasion to me.
Tell them Salvis to come out
yeah.
then. Where they at? How come they're
Right,
not
I'm
supporting
ramping
the
it up.
stream?
Yep, I'm
They're not
getting
fucking supported. Fuck them.
Ahí está, entonces, ¿para qué los defiendes?
dang.
¿Eh?
Pero, well, you know what's funny?
Your face. Ah.
Yo deseaba una horchata. Me stealing your man. Ah.
That's cool, man. No one asked. He
um,
can try. Doesn't mean he'll go.
we're past that. We're
Oh,
past the
baby,
trying
calm
phase.
down.
We're
Stay over
fucking
there.
past.
Stay where you at, bitch.
You're glad I'm in the East Coast. Oh, ya estuvieras single. Single.
Nah. Nope.
Anyways, you know what's funny?
Your
When I
face.
went to El Salvador, me stealing your man. Ah.
Ah.
Yeah, when I
Ya se
went to El
parece el
Salvador,
disco
I
rayado.
went I went to so many comedores um to eat food, and none of them had horchata.
See?
None of
Fake.
them.
Because it's not
I
a
was like,
Salvadorian thing.
I was like, what? Where's my horchata? Nobody had it. I would ask. They had iguanas de todo tipo de fruta, de marañón, de maracuyá, de melón, de sandía. Nothing de horchata. My whole life was a lie.
Sounds like it.
Rosie recently got married. How's the married life? Has anything changed?
Um, has anything changed?
Mm-hmm.
Not really. Except now I have to like refer to him as my husband. That's a tongue twister. But yeah, I think everything else is the same. He's still pumping my gas,
As
feeding
he
my bank
should.
account as he should.
As he
You
should.
know, king and queen
Yeah.
vibes here only. And if your man ain't pumping your gas, is the wrong man. Oh, I said it. Okay, bye.
Oh,
Period. Into discussion. Was it
Period.
hard to transition from fiance to husband for you?
Um, yes. Well, not hard, but it like
Mm.
I still refer to him as my fiance,
Mm-hmm.
and people will correct me the same way that they correct him. Like the other day, we went to his work and he was like, "This is my fiance," and then they were like, "He's your
Mm.
wife." I was like, "Oh yeah, my wife, my wife." But other than that, I mean, everything everything is the same, as it should be. I don't think it should change because if it
Yeah.
did, then that should be a red flag for sure.
Well, don't feel left out because my sister is going through the same transition and she's literally dealing with the same thing at work. I think it's pretty common.
Oh no, for sure, for sure. But that question, that $1 million question, how's the married life? I'm like, what do you mean?
you're just sick
It's
of
the
hearing it at
same.
this point.
Mm.
I'm just like, I don't know what you want me to say, but it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. Well,
We'll see who's next.
ah,
Ah,
not me.
we never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Hey,
It
for all
can
we
just
can
happen.
know.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, ya se acerca el año nuevo, so maybe, who knows?
I'm
Ya
I'm
ves.
I'm flying out of the country in a month. Maybe I end up on 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, I
Version
wouldn't.
El Salvador.
Well, that's not
Saúl,
that uncommon. Sorry.
No,
Saúl,
it's
el
not.
bachelor más coticiado del
Oh,
Salvador,
oh,
regresa al oriente, en las playas del Cuco, a buscar el amor. 10
buscar a
chicas se
su otra
enfrentan,
mitad
10 chicas se unen,
para conquistar el corazón de Saúl. ¿Quién
exacto.
Desde
ganará?
de un
¿Quién
bicho.
ganará? ¿Quién ganará el premio mayor? Una visa para viajar a los Estados
¡Oh!
Unidos.
Después de los 90 días.
I don't mean this in a bad way, but I feel like my type doesn't lean towards Latinas, honestly.
Oh,
I feel like I'm always going more towards like Asian and white, and I don't know how my mom feels about that. Saul, do you get like shit from your mom about that, or does she not really care?
um, I I don't know if I'd say she doesn't care, but I also would definitely have never gotten shit from it.
Well,
I've
okay,
never
let me
gotten shit
rephrase that.
for it.
Definitely not shit, but like, has she maybe been vocal? Maybe Rosie, you can help me about like you dating somebody within your race, within your culture, within maybe even your nationality.
I mean, I would say that it's definitely something that I don't think she would care either way. I don't think my parents would care either way. I think definitely is there maybe some part of them that would like to have somebody that would, carry on your family's traditions and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
right? And typically,
Mm-hmm.
it's easier if you're marrying somebody from the same culture or roots as you. Doesn't mean that it's impossible if you're not doing that. And hey, the other side of that being, well, maybe you introduce something else to the family now too, right? If you're marrying somebody from another part of the world or whatever. Um, I mean, I've definitely thought about it, but I've never really talked to her about it. I know that for sure. Um,
Okay,
I've
okay.
never dated a Latina,
Well, here's the follow-up
Oh, you
question.
so
see?
that
There you
see,
go.
Do your
100%.
do
it's
your
yeah,
parents speak English?
yes,
Mm,
Okay.
not
So that would be, it would I feel like
that's something you don't have to worry about.
right,
Yeah,
the language barrier.
yeah. In cambio with my mom isn't that fluent in English. She knows it, but she can understand it better than she can speak it, if that makes sense. Um,
Hmm.
I would say the same, but like, como que, se pueden defender, right?
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think about that a lot. I do think like que I do want my wife to be somebody that can, because I'm willing to reciprocate that and be caring for her parents the way I want somebody to care for like my parents in a sense. I don't know. I know it's harder now when you put in those ideas into a relationship because una relación es de dos personas. Um, but I do joke around with my mom a lot, and I'm like, Mom, like I don't know, tal vez no conozca a alguien que te sepa hacer atoles, like you have to teach me because I might not find somebody to do that or that will want to learn. Sometimes there's people that aren't willing.
Yeah, because
So
like even
Then
like, go ahead, Russ.
no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say because even if like you marry within the same culture, that does not guarantee that things are gonna go that way, right? That they're gonna
mhm.
want to embrace that part of the culture or continue it or whatever. Um, so
No,
there's
like
also that's also something to keep in mind, right?
yeah, I
But
mean,
if they're not willing to, you know, learn about your culture and it's not
mm,
necessarily your culture, but just like something that like the tradition or something that, for example, like talking about atoles, right? Atoles
mhm,
is something that we associate with like the holidays.
mhm,
So in some sense, I feel like they should be willing to learn some parts
mhm,
of your culture or like do something where it's like, something that's like a core memory for you, even if it's making the atole. No one says that she has to make it all the time or that she has to
Hmm.
make it in a big batch, especially with like big families. Like for example, Alex here and
yeah,
me. I don't know how big your family is, but also I'm just talking generically, okay? So if you have a big family, well, tú también cuéntate. But like that doesn't necessarily mean that it's like okay, you're gonna learn the tradition and you're gonna make it for everybody in the house. Like maybe it could just be something that she makes or they make for.
yes, exactly. Like that's the other thing that comes to mind. I'm like, my mom, she goes all out. Like
Right.
for like por ejemplo, para Navidad when ella se encarga de hacer los tamales, she makes up to 300 tamales and I'm like, I don't think I'm going to find somebody that's going to be willing to do that.
Yeah.
Just because our parents
Exactly.
were raised like on a whole other level of like esfuerzo and voluntad de hacer like oficio and stuff. Um
Yeah, no,
where
because like
my
where
mom was
they're like,
raised to literally feed a
yeah,
village.
like they don't sit like I'm sure, but like all three of us would agree that like our moms won't sit down until like everybody's eaten, and then even then she's like
Yeah.
will still be like, oh, like are you sure you don't want seconds or something before
Yep.
she sits down? And it's kind of like annoying. Like I'll kind of
Yeah.
get into it with her sometimes because I'm just like, you need to sit down. Like
I
nobody's
know.
gonna like be like,
That's one thing about Latina moms. Ellas cuidan a todas, menos ellas mismas. They drop the ball. They really
There's
do.
no balance.
No hay balance. So yeah. we'll see, I guess. I had a lot of pressure from my mom, like, and of course, mis tíos. My mom has 8 brothers, and they're like, "Búscate una morra ya, like for real, like, búscate algo allá, you know, like algo que te guste allá," because no es por nada, las muchachas de allá están acostumbradas a hacer oficios, and like, you know, there it's just a whole other mentality. Um,
Yeah, and
Yeah, but
but
that mentality falls back into like the whole hierarchy, like
yeah,
machismo
that's
thing.
true.
because I
That
was
is
getting ready
true.
to say like how about like because one thing that I've said always too is like I try and learn as much from her as I can because let's say that like I mean even if it wasn't like for something like your family down the road like just for yourself it'd be nice to like you personally to be able to learn from them and take that down with you and not have to rely on somebody else to do that for you right like
Yeah,
no and I know that you didn't like mean that by that but that's another because like but again
yeah,
I
no,
just
definitely not what I meant.
yeah
But it is una mentalidad that a lot of people do carry over there.
no and you still see people trying to
Yo les
enforce
voy a
it
decir algo. Yo tengo tíos that they don't let their wives work because ellos tienen la mentalidad que el trabajo lo tiene que hacer el hombre. And
Okay,
they're,
but that's I feel like not that saying that that whole hierarchy thing and the machismo thing is like a okay thing to have,
mhm, mhm,
but it's like okay if she's gonna be the homemaker, then like that's fine. Like she's gonna be the
right.
homemaker. But
Mhm.
nowadays,
No se
people
puede.
people want like a wife like the machismo way, but it's like they still got to go to work just like you,
Mhm, mhm.
and then they got to come home and feed you in your mouth
Yeah, that's true. I
yep
don't have
and
that
go
type of
50-50 with
mentality,
no hope.
to be
Ah.
honest. I don't have that type of mentality, and I haven't been in a relationship in a long time, and I haven't lived with somebody to be like, I know that it's going to be 50-50. Knowing me, I know it will never be 50-50. It'll probably be more like 80-20 or 70-30, just because I know myself. Um, and
But that's
I don't know.
fine. Like you can be a provide. Like no one's saying you can't be a provider. But I'm saying like nowadays it's like they want the wife in the situation
Mhm.
where you're the man or whoever the head of household
Yeah.
is the provider, but they forget that she's not staying home just at home all day
Okay. So
taking care of the kids.
quieren que hagan 50-50 outside of home, but more 90-10 inside home.
Exactly.
yep
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And it
Because
shouldn't be
if
that
you're
way.
going 50-50, I mean, sounds like you have a roommate, not a husband
yep
Yeah.
yep
Yeah.
or a partner, not even husband.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So if you were gonna do numbers and it's not 50-50 now that you're married, what do you think it is? 100 from each?
Yeah, as it should be. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. Nobody ever says 100 from each.
No, because it should be 100
It
100
should be
If
100.
if
Yeah.
I'm putting in 100, then you should be putting in 100.
Yeah.
Because
And
fifty
like,
fifty ain't gonna get the bills paid.
yeah. Hablando del machismo and that hierarchy that we were talking about, like yo y mis tías, it's desde chiquitas, because ellas han pasado por eso, donde like machismo exists in their house, right? And
Hmm.
like ellas les aconsejan a sus hijas, te estudia, like saca tu carrera adelante porque no quieres que te mantenga un hombre. Like no quieres que te saquen las cosas, no vas a querer que, you don't want to depend on somebody because that shit's just toxic. It's toxic all around.
It's toxic, and then you also fall into. I mean, sometimes I don't want to like. Well, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's like abusive. It might not be like physical, but you're being financially abused, mentally
Mm-hmm.
abused.
Yeah,
Because if
yeah,
they're the ones that are bringing in the money, then you have to basically depend on them on how and whether you can spend your money.
yep. Y una cosa que siempre mi mamá los decía, because somos 4 varones and Jennifer's the only hembra. She was like, siempre trátenme a la niña bien, porque nunca saben qué hombre le va a tocar. And that, like she stuck that idea inside my sister's head as the chiquita, because of shit that she's experienced because of, again, that hierarchy and that toxic behavior.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's deeply enrooted in our mothers' mentalities, and I don't know. I feel like when it comes to Hispanics specifically, a lot of people are closer to their mom for that reason, and that's like to question why. But the math is literally mathing when you think about it and you have these conversations. Because I have a lot of friends que se llevan mejor con su mamá, and they'll do anything for their mom, not so much for their dad.
Yeah, but at the same
So
time, falling in, it goes back to the whole like hierarchy. They're not, they're not supposed to show.
that's okay. Yeah, yeah, I
So
know
it's
exactly what
not,
you're gonna say.
yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, like
they were taught
también
not to show
los machos hay
emotions.
que enseñar like interés, I guess, or like affection.
Exactly.
Thankfully, my
Not,
grandfather wasn't like that. He's super
yeah.
affectionate. A los 93 años que acaba de cumplir, um, till this day, he's like that with all his kids and all his nietos, all 60 plus of them, I think, at this point.
Yeah, my
But you?
grandpa, he wasn't really like that with his like immediate kids, but he was like
Mhm.
that with the grandkids. And I think that's why it falls into that like cycle. It's like the parents are completely different when it goes to their grandkids because they didn't show the like affection that they should have to their kids. So then it falls to the offspring.
Well, I solemnly swear that I'll give my 100% to whoever's listening out there. So if you want a good man, bro, hit me up. I don't know about
Ahí les
Saul.
hablan. Ahí les hablan, ¿eh?
Saul, do that oath. Yeah,
How
hit us up because plus my mom would be the best suegra in the world. I'm not just fucking saying that shit.
Yeah, my tia's pretty cool.
So I'm just saying. I'm
Don't
just
there it
sleep
saying.
on
is.
them.
There it is.
Don't
The
sleep on me.
Is this a plug? Ah,
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
a
Drop
shameless
drop
plug.
the drop the at drop the personal IG. Drop the
Drop the
name.
personal IG.
Yeah.
We don't want the spam account.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
They're
awesome.
taking applications. Leave them down in the comments. Who wants to date who?
How was your sourdough bread baking
Oh, let me tell you
journey?
guys.
How
Okay,
has
let
that
me tell
been?
you guys. I am starting. Well, I started it already, right? I was on sourdough TikTok, even though I should have been in it in the pandemic. And it took me 2 weeks and a half to get my starter up and popping. I don't know what to name her. What should I name her?
I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, well,
What have you thought of a name?
I was thinking Big Bertha
Big Bertha?
or
Okay, I like
Something
that.
Teresa.
like something that like uh
Esa
speaks
hembra es
like
mala. Esa
creation.
hembra
Well, I
hace
was thinking
daño.
like
Like
Teresa,
a
because it could be like La Reina del Sur,
okay,
like
okay.
a
I was
shameless
thinking,
Mm.
plug on Twitch.
oh, oh,
Eh,
Mm. I was
eh.
thinking of Teresa from la novela.
twitch.tv
Well,
Like
that's
slash La
why.
Chicoyer.
Reina del Sur 26.
Yeah, La Reina del Sur
Um,
26 on Twitch.
is that it? Oh,
Go
I
watch
guessed it. That's
Alex get zero
from
kills.
memory. Yeah. Ah.
Yeah, go give Rosie at least one view so she can get to affiliate.
I'm already affiliate.
Um,
I have like 200 and something followers, okay? How many you got in
Congrats. You want a
here?
chicle? You want a chicle?
Yes, please. Can it be the
Congrats.
Boobaloo?
Yep, I'll send it to you right now.
Anyways, so my first sourdough bread, I was very impatient and I didn't let it rise all the way. So I was an eager bitch. So it was good, but it
Mhm.
was the texture of the bread was
Emphasis.
very thick. But there's other one that I made. That one, oof, she gorgeous. And then I added cheddar cheese in there, and I made one with cinnamon sugar.
Express
And
ship me a slice.
not for what, bitch? Fuck you. You don't know what I'm talking about.
Que te
So
lo
yeah,
comiste todo.
sí, sí me lo
Just say
tragué.
that.
¿Y qué? I did. And what?
Just say that. Just te quiero
Maybe if you
tienes.
maybe if you come to California, I'll make you one. But we'll
Oh
see.
my god. Why the fuck do I have to go to California for bread?
Well, you're the one asking for
Make it
it.
make sense. Make it make sense.
Make it make sense that you're asking for a slice of bread from California. Clearly, they don't got
No,
it like
from
that
your
in
kitchen.
Georgia.
From your kitchen because I'm trying
Ah,
to support your new adventuring of
I'm
being
not
a
gonna
wife.
sell it.
You're not fucking Martha Stewart, bitch. Of course you're not gonna sell it.
I don't want to be Martha Stewart, bitch.
God. Or
What's
what's
a
the other?
Latino or Hispanic version?
Of like a
Bitch
food
choked.
store.
She choked. She
I
choked.
can't think
Next.
of like a
Next. She choked.
Latino
Next.
Yeah, because there isn't one, right?
cook. There is one. I just can't think of
There
one.
are. They have some like in
We
Despierta
need
America.
representation
¿Ya ves?
in.
Pero con Alex cagando el palo, pues así quién? Fucking crushing my dreams before they start?
No, this
Nah, shut
is
up.
constructive criticism.
Bitch, is not constructive
Constructive
criticism if
Oh,
criticism.
I'm
you know what?
asking you.
I'm
Jose
comparing you to a
Andres.
fucking billionaire.
Shout out
Please.
to my
Period.
Oh,
local
I know
Jose
who.
Shut up.
Andres.
Saul's
In
trying to do a shameless plug, Alex. Go ahead, Saul. Shout out to who? To your local what?
Jose Andres.
Jose Andres. What do you do for Saul
Tío.
that he's giving you a shout out?
Well, I mean, are we considering Spanish American?
Yeah.
Because he's from Spain.
No.
Philanthropist, restaurateur.
I mean, I'm, like 51% Spaniard and Portuguese.
Hola, tío. Bienvenido a mi cocina.
Oh, you know who? Marisol Pink. If you didn't watch Marisol Pink on YouTube, fuck, I don't know what to tell you.
Nobody watches that.
Alex.
You know who I think?
Sabes?
El Chef Pipín. El Chef Pipín. Who doesn't
That's
know El
actually who
Chef
Lalo
Pipín?
said.
El Chef Pipín. Ha Yes, that's my boy right there. That's my boy. That's
He looks
my
like
brother
you.
right there. I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
Bitch.
You're already home.
I'd say you look like fucking Martha Stewart, but you wish. You wish.
Te caló, huh? That got you pressed.
Press.
Press.
The
Alex
bitch
don't need
fucking
no
wish.
press.
This bitch fucking hate her. She just called me Chef PP and what the fuck?
Did you go off just like TikTok or like did you get like a book that you were like
No,
reading?
I just watched different videos on TikTok.
Because I've heard of a good book that's like been recommended by a lot of people if you're into that.
A ver, ¿cómo se llama?
Living Bread.
Living Bread.
By Daniel Leader and
Who knows?
Lauren
Maybe I'll
Chapman.
put it on my
Pan Vivo.
On my Amazon wish list.
That's gonna be Rosie's book. Pan Vivo.
Pan vivo por pan vivo, güey.
Pan de vida.
Por pan vives.
Pan de vida.
Wow.
Yeah, Chef Pipín.
Tell us something you learned on TikTok because clearly Alex hasn't learned shit off of the internet. Prove his bitch ass wrong.
I don't know.
Thank you.
How you're failing right now.
I guess I would say, let me look back. Do I have time to look?
No.
Okay.
No, too late. I win.
What exactly do you win? Nada, exactly.
Me. I win. I just win.
That's cool, man.
Funny enough, okay, you're venturing into your fucking pan and whatever, and I'm venturing into, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I literally made a TikTok of the seafood boil I made 2 weeks ago, and it was really fucking fun.
Ahí está, y andas cagando el palo.
And it was really good. How am I cagando your palo right now?
Well, because you're here telling me que TikTok, que mi pan, y que no sé qué putos, y oh, guys, I made this seafood boil, and I made a TikTok, y ya me quedo TikTokero.
Shut up. Your managers don't support your Big Bertha dreams, bitch.
You don't gotta support it. She don't need you.
Wait, so what is Big Bertha?
My sourdough starter. So it's fermented like flour and water. So when I make the bread, I don't need like yeast. If I want to make just like a regular sourdough, all I need is the starter, some flour, water, and salt. That's it.
Yeah.
So like if a zombie apocalypse happened, I'm gonna be eating bread, bitch.
There
Be
you
Period.
go.
breaking bread.
I'm not gonna be breaking
Um,
bread with Alex because being a little bitch.
Oh, I thought you meant like Breaking Bad as in like
He said
breaking.
breaking bread.
Yeah, I thought he meant like Breaking Bad because I thought it was the zombies show, but that's The Walking Dead.
I loved The Walking Dead, but then they killed off my favorite characters, and it was just like,
Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers,
I mean, they don't know who
spoilers.
my favorite characters are.
yeah.
Exactly. So, anyways, yeah, they killed off my favorite characters, and so I stopped watching. Just like someone needs to go talk to Netflix and tell them that why they have Monarca as a Spanish highly ranked show, even though they fucking cut it off after the first season. Like, who the fuck does that? And they ended on a cliffhanger. Yeah.
That's like me and the 100.
Oh, I love the 100.
Or was it the Society? I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't know what that
Oh, I
is.
like the plot of that. That looks good.
Of the
What?
Society?
Of
The 100?
Oh.
Monarca.
Hmm.
Dude, the Monarca one, it was so good. And like, I was like, hell yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Well, don't bother.
Is Casa de Flores good?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's kind of like it starts off slow, honestly, and it's kind of confusing at first.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it takes off. Right now, I'm currently
And it is
watching El
kind of funny,
Dragon.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
watching El Dragon right now on Netflix.
I want to watch
Great.
Game
I
of
like that.
Thrones right now. That's what I want to watch.
Nah.
What do you want to
Game of Thrones.
watch? Boring, but canceled.
Really?
Yeah, I just said it. Canceled.
We have to support Sophia Turner.
Who cares? She's gonna fucking go away with more than 50-50.
That's true.
Why?
That's very true.
Because seguro su mommy got in his head and was like, "Oh, honey, move back. Don't let her take you to London." Allegedly. I would just like to state that all of this is alleged.
Wait, what happened?
Well, having like when people make the TikToks about like what's supposedly going on with the celebrities, they say allegedly so that they can't get
Right, right.
sued.
So they don't get
Yeah.
sued.
Yeah.
I was just saying all of this is alleged.
Yeah. According to
Bitch, you
sources.
swear that somebody's gonna go fucking serve you at your fucking doorstep
Bitch, what
because
if we go
you were
viral?
talking about something on our fucking podcast.
You never know.
Uh, you do?
See,
That's
this is
true.
why you don't take off because you're just spitting negative energy towards the podcast.
Oh my god, y'all
Oh,
shit on me for everything. Just call me a porta potty. Y'all shit on me for fucking everything. God. And I'm the
Más positive
cagapalo.
vibes.
That's so funny.
Me dio hasta escalofrío.
Well, Rossi's making bread. I'm making seafood boil. So what the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. I'm obviously not enough.
Breaking hearts?
Yeah, because
No,
I'm over here making, I guess. I
he's
don't even
going to
know.
lose at trivia.
Yeah, I'm losing. Yeah. We've been doing well. We've been
Because he
doing
doesn't know
well.
celebrity last names. Fucking like 10 out of 12 wrong.
Insert the sheet right here. Show them the celebrities that he couldn't get
Mind
right.
you, this man literally said, I can't record today because I'm going to trivia just to come back completely defeated because he didn't get celebrity names right.
What was it? They got a 4 out of how many?
It was bad. Like fucking bad.
Let me
It
go
was
see
4
right
out of
now.
12.
That's a fucking
And
20. What is that? A fucking 30? 33%?
No.
4 out of 12?
Oh yeah, some shit like
Please.
oh,
that.
That's a
4 out of 12, that's
33.
yeah,
Try again,
33%. Yeah.
bitch. Try it fucking
But
again.
you did not see the last time we went to Trivia Road, we got 10 out of 10 on which countries were the settings for which Disney movies, which Funko Pop athletes, and what was the last one? I can't remember. We got 10 out of 10, 12 out of 12 on all of them.
Do
But
any
I wasn't
girls
on
go
here
with you
gloating.
guys?
Yes.
I don't
And they
know.
couldn't
I've
help
never
us.
asked you
And they
who
couldn't help
goes. I thought
us.
it was just
Like,
like guys'
yeah.
night.
I think they
Somebody
probably
has
I
to hold their
know, you know
markers.
what? They got
I
3
mean,
of the 12 that we got right because the one that I knew was Cardi B. I knew her last name.
what's her last name? Her name is like
Paula
Belcalis.
Manzo or something like that.
Oh, Alamanso.
Yeah. And
Rossi knew a
then
lot of them too, so
no,
I was
yeah, because they
surprised.
definitely help out when it's like the pop questions. The one question you would be proud of me actually for this is
Ah, man.
it was so every week they on their social media they'll do like a hint for one of the questions. They don't tell you which question and they don't tell you which one the hint is for either. But it was like what like Grammy winning artist released like this X number studio album named what that is also a popular beverage. And it was Lemonade by Beyonce.
Mm.
Period.
And I said that with my chest.
As you should, because I would have been. You probably would have been disowned. We probably would have blocked you.
Unpopular opinion: Beyonce's overrated.
That's
I
fine.
like her. I like her, but I think she's overrated.
That's cool. That's your personal opinion. I
You
do have
say
to
that though,
say
but it's
though. Go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead. Go
No, I
ahead.
was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say that everybody does bring something to the table. I am the sports and I don't know what else I bring to the table. I'm there to eat and drink. But everybody brings something to the table. We have people that are good at theater, literature, stuff like that. So it's cool. But there's like nerds that show up. There's nerds there that like show up and like I don't know what they're doing, man. They're studying for these or something because it's like they're taking it too seriously, going up to the judge and like complaining about
Mhm.
semantics on some answers.
Ugh, I can never.
You know
Yeah.
how Lalito was telling us that we should take a trip to New York?
Yeah, the one where you said no.
I never
Oh,
said no. You said that Lalo's scared of rats.
He is scared of rats.
Yeah, I didn't say no. I love New York. If
Welcome
we
to
went,
New York.
so it just reminded me about him saying that who brings what to the table, and he mentioned theater. We would have to go see a Broadway show.
That's fine. That's easy.
I
that would be cool.
love musicals. Absolutely love musicals. If you guys didn't know already.
We do.
Yeah. So Rosie's making bread. I'm making seafood boils on TikTok, and Saul is doing trivia. On another note, one of our friends, Tanya, shout out to Titi, Yaya, one of our dear friends, is actually working her fucking ass off right now in La Frontera, guys.
She doing that. That's right, Tanya.
She's
Um,
not only speaking it, but she's doing it.
she's doing it.
She
She's
said,
doing
"Y'all
it.
talk about it. I be about it."
I can't remember from the top of my head. I think it's in Tijuana, right?
Yes.
It's in Tijuana. And yeah, there's a lot of people coming in, and like considering we are talking about Hispanic Heritage Month and everything, um, there's a lot of people needing assistance right now. Básicamente son inmigrantes en el desierto, and Tanya's working her ass off right now. Tanya, I love you. When you hear this, shout out to you, bro, because it takes a lot to do that. A lot of selfless, just compassionate people to do that, bro. And I can imagine how hard it is to see the shit that people see and how unnoticed it is, like in the news. I feel like people don't talk about it at all, at fucking all. So, I asked Tanya for permission. I told her that we were going to be talking about Hispanic Heritage Month, and I told her that I definitely wanted to, just talk about it a little bit more and what she's doing. So she made a little document for me. So just follow along. Hundreds of immigrants have been arriving in the Jacumba Desert for the last 2 to 3 weeks. Small organizations are making collective efforts like Border Kindness, Incopa Wellness, Fresh It, collecting, helping feeding people, clothe people, just keeping people warm. And the collective that she's part of has now joined the efforts. Temperatures dropped to about 30 degrees at night, guys. And the rain also has not been helping. They have been making small huts out of the branches and brushes that they can find, trying to use it as shelter to protect them from all, natural events that are happening around them. There are so many families, many small babies as young as 3 months old, that she has to have witnessed crossing the border. There have been multiple medical emergencies where not a single Border Patrol agent cared. Members that were there acted as first responders until 911 was called and paramedics were dispatched to the scene. They're all being detained in open air detention camps without any form of assistance aside from what regular hopes are helping. So whatever they're providing for help is the help that they're getting. Other than that, they're getting detained and being captivated. Pretty much like I'm bluntly gonna say this. I feel like this literally sounds like internment camps at this point.
Yeah.
Um, so they're being detained at open air detentions, not getting any help. Most of the funds that they have been using come out of their own pockets or through fundraisers where communities have been rallying together to help and donate whatever amount they can. We expect this to continue to happen in the desert until a foreseeable future. Now, they're all transit centers. Migrants are also being dumped at transit centers by Border Patrol. Other organizations are also responding to the crisis at the same time as things are getting worse in the desert. Detention resistance and All We Got SD are a few that I know that she knows about. Currently, there's a donation drive going on through her soccer support group, the Sirens, that will be benefiting All We Got SD. People are able to drop off food, basic hygienic items, diapers, wipes, literally anything. So, you know, unfortunately, this is happening to our people, dude. Um, and I'm so fortunate and thankful to know somebody like Tanya that can make me aware of this because we're so used to seeing shit on our phone, seeing news on our phone, and this is not being covered. And if I can take a second to use our little tiny platform to make a video later about everything that I just talked about to hopefully get it into somebody's head, it's all worth it.
Agreed.
Yes.
It's super unfortunate. It's honestly heartbreaking that um our country has such a big issue like this that people like to argue it's not their problem. Um, and without getting political, it is. The root of that issue comes from a place where the big dogs have played a big role. Um, in fact, in affected the well-being of people um, in the countries. Um, so it's unfortunate. It's heavy in my heart to think that I feel so fortunate that we have families that were able to provide the life that we have now, and that we're able to venture and do what we want to do. But you know, um, it's sad. And Tanya, again, I love you. I know Rossi and I speak for all three of us that we love you and we are so proud of you. And of course, we're going to continue talking through message and help wherever we can. And if anybody is listening to this right now, please, 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 I'm gonna be linking uh, donations in the comments, so we can at least, I mean, even like $10, bro. Like, don't buy your fucking coffee, not,
Period.
and just help out. Like, there's people in need right now. Like, our people in need, um, that need our help. So I
And
que,
remember, if you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor.
yep,
Facts. Yep.
yep,
Um,
absolutely. So I didn't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but I definitely thought it was important to do this today specifically, because I don't know when we will record again, just due to our schedules and everything that we're busy doing. We all have full time jobs. Not saying that this isn't a priority because it is special to me. But unfortunately, sometimes our schedules don't all um, match up the way we would hope. So definitely wanted to bring this to everyone's attention. Again, Tanya gave me permission. So um, yeah, uh,
Yeah. I mean,
we'll leave.
it's a hard truth, but it's better than, I don't know, live like thinking or living in like a comfortable fantasy,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yep. So we'll see what happens. Um, and hopefully we can help at least a few people. I know I'm willing to do so, and I'm definitely gonna bring it up to my family's attention and see what we all can do to help out Tanya because she's actually doing the hard work. Us fucking clicking on a button and putting in our debit card number and and donating is the easy part. It really is. She's doing the hard work. Um, so
Thank you,
yeah,
Tanya.
yes, we love you, babe.
Love you.
That's gonna wrap it up for today. Um, I truly appreciate the conversation that we had today. Saul, do you agree? Do you want to wrap it up
Absolutely.
here or okay?
Yeah, no, I have nothing to add. I think you put it better than I could. And something that we should all again take the time to do what we can.
Well, that concludes our episode for today. Es todo por hoy. If you have any topics you'd like to hear us discuss, feel free to let us know on our socials. You can find us on Ahora Cuéntame podcast on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and Ahora Cuéntame on X, aka Twitter. Thanks, Elon, and Spotify. Lastly,
Bye.
join our Discord server if you have not already. We will leave a Discord invite in the comments so you guys can join the community and be up to date with this, that, and everything in between. I love you guys. This was a good one. Um, I love the conversation. We love you, Tanya, again. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.
Deuces.
Bye. Bye bye.
Bye.